Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. If you haven't been living under a rock for the last week and a half, you would know that MrBeast and his crew have been under some serious heat over something that Chris from their videos has done with their own personal life. And in today's video, I'm actually going to talk about it. But before I continue, I have to make it very well known that transphobia and all-around bigotry is not okay, nor should it be supported under any circumstances. So if you came to this video to hate on the transgender community, please click off this video and go watch something else. So Chris from MrBeast has announced that they've started their HRT journey, which if you didn't know, that stands for hormone replacement therapy. It is what people use to help undergo change in their body to help aid in the progress of reassignment. I won't go too much into the science on that as I myself am a bit too pickle-brained to understand it, so if you're curious, just go look it up. This caused not only Chris receiving tons and tons of scrutiny and all-around hate, but MrBeast as well was getting a lot of hate from this situation. Not only that, but he actually went on record to comment as to how these behaviors within the reactions of Chris coming out as trans are not okay whatsoever. Those who were upset about this slew of information rally to help tarnish Chris's name by saying how they divorced their ex-wife and abandoned their son to conform to a new agenda, which isn't the case at all, by the way. People online see this as child abandonment when they are all nothing but outsiders looking in onto something they don't know jack shit about, and it goes to show how feeble-minded the closed-minded Twitter space really is. I shouldn't have to explain this to you, but if this country is to be as free and full as the founding fathers set it up to be, why deny trans people of their First Amendment right of expression? Now this argument could fall flat on its face and be folded like an omelet at the same time, with how the First Amendment also entails the right of free speech, giving bigotry an entryway point with a fatal flaw within our government's rulebook. Haven't we as a country been through enough in terms of not only economic issues but social crisis as well? Why do you redneck bastards care so much if a woman has a penis? What makes your life so boring that you have to torment people for who and what they identify as? Also, I love all of the 40-year-old Facebook dads who say that, oh, if a person has a penis, they're a male, and vice versa, and how science has a chokehold on the woke agenda. But you also have to take into consideration that we are nothing more than a civilization on a planet that is so far up their own ass that we won't even be a speck of dust when it comes to an alien invasion, and how they can glass us just by pointing their finger and going, haha, get fucked, loser, and then doing the fucking L chicken dance from Fortnite as our planet gets glassed like Reach. It sounds as if anything, that your hardened masculinity has you scared to get confused when you look at an attractive woman who might be toting the same baggage as you, if you get what I mean. Therefore, I don't see it as a trans problem as it is more of a fragility issue. I'm not a liberal, I'm not a conservative, but what I can say is that it's really easy to make a glass conservative shatter. You just have to find the right stone to throw, which could be just about anything because, Republicans are sensitive. I feel really bad for Chris. I know what it's like to see trans people struggle in this shitty world. So having a reputation to uphold only for it to be lit on fire because you want to be yourself is something really stuck outside of this era. Not to even mention how this is now negatively affecting MrBeast and his brand as a result. Not only that, but now MrBeast has to worry about his friend being in danger or getting trashed on in his comments, or it might even have to result to turning comments off. And honest to God, this is just a really bad spot for MrBeast and his crew, but I'm sure they'll be able to pull out of it. I'll never understand what makes people tick when it comes to just being rampant transphobic pieces of shit. I just don't understand it. I honest to God thought bigotry died years ago, but I've noticed that this could be something completely different. There could be zero correlation. I've noticed that ever since Elon Musk took over as the CEO of Twitter, that not only have I been getting recommended videos of like terrorist beheadings, but transphobia has been on a rampant outpour, like more than normal. And I've noticed that even like big name creators are saying really just anti-trans things, and it's just it blows my fucking mind, to be honest. Also, shouldn't you yeehaw wheat farmers be more worried about your kids eating Tide Pods or some stupid shit they find on TikTok? Why worry so hard about these things that literally don't impact you in any way? I gotta tell you, these motherfuckers' lives must be really boring if they think this is the worst thing in the world right now. I really wonder what it's gonna take for the world to recognize that trans rights are basic human rights. I think that the traditionalists are too blinded by the fact that they grew up in a world where this stuff really wasn't overly prevalent, so conforming to this new society is rather hard for them, but they're only making it harder for themselves. Now, I will be honest, I don't 100% agree with everything the trans community does, as I've met some genuinely wonderful trans people and I care about a lot of them to this day, but I've also met some of the worst of the fucking worst, a diesel if you will.
Some people are diesels, Fuck me.
I don't think some of the reactionary responses some community members dish out on people who just don't 100% understand their world but are willing to learn are a bit drastic. Even experiencing some of it firsthand can be a bit excessive, but that is kind of what happens when you provoke an angry bear. I will never not support the trans community, but like all communities, not every single egg is in the basket. Anyways, you guys, that's the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Seeing all this negative stuff and all this rampant transphobia go towards Chris and the rest of the MrBeast group is as tragic as it is pathetic. These are just a group of super decent people paving the way for millions and making the moves of gods when it comes to everything they do behind the scenes, and some people can't see past their stupid goggles to realize this. That's kind of everything I wanted to talk about in this video. Just be decent to others and respect them for who they are and who they identify as. Whether it be gay, lesbian, trans, or non-binary, they are loved and you are loved as well. And that's about it. Take care, you guys.